It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the OleMiss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Rebels will kick this away to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. The coverage team brings it down at the 26. The Tigers offense comes on the field first today. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The shotgun running play call. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here's the second down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check it out. LSU has moved into the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The shotgun run call. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Offside.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The defensive penalty makes it a very manageable 2nd down and 2 for the offense. And the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Can he get there on the ground? Looks like LSU has the first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the extra point was up and good. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense out there for their first possession. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. On the ground, here's Jones. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Rebels come to the line to run the hurry-up.
A lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to Old Reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
The gain moves the ball to a 34. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. And it's taken at the 25. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. First down, looking for more now. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keeping it on the ground here. Has a path to the end zone. They finally stop it, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. A new set of downs after that completion. QB decides to keep it here. A quick juke. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. The Rebels come up to the line in the hurry up.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
The short completion at the tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. QB bootlegs here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And he'll drop back here on third down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now. And they'll give it to the back.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he fights into the... Touchdown, Ole Miss. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Pass caught, second down now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. That gain sets up a third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Makes the grab downfield for a huge gain on the right. And the huge gain is negated as the officials spot a penalty. Tough for the offense to bounce back from that one. They're going to run it here. That one moves the ball across the 40. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sell out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Powering through the defender. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. They started at 28. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Snags with a quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The sure hands. It's Siegel. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. The kickoff team out there now to get this 2nd half underway. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. The passing game effective in the 1st half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Important 2nd down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. It's complete on the crossing route. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, anytime you come out trailing in the 2nd half and you have the football, you want some momentum. You want to be able to get things started. This is not how they envision getting the 2nd half going. With a sack here on 3rd down, you're on your side of the field, 2 scores down. That's a huge play by this defense to start this 2nd half.
It's was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They're going to throw it on third and very long. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments of what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Makes the grab. It's Siegel. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. LSU is now operating in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Headed for the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offense. Well, the energy really building now. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. He's got it in the open. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. And the Rebels will come to the line to run the hurry up.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Going for the touchdown here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
First down and more. He's still running. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. First down and 10. Leaning on the run game here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. LSU now operating in the red zone. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They look to throw it here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And looking to throw now on first down. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Grab down the middle. It's Herrera. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Shotgun formation here on third down. Looking deep for late-game heroics. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Second down after that completion. Looking to throw again. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a third down play coming up. They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. The Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
QB spicy. No gain on the play.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. And there's the handoff. Great cut there. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Then he's brought down, and that should do it for the ball game. Now, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm